Hello and welcome, fellow DIYers. I'm Doug, and today I'm going to show you how to install a water softener. All it requires are some basic plumbing skills, a little bit of time, and some DIY savvy. Let's get started. Before the actual installation, it's a good idea to make sure that you have all the required tools and softener parts readily available. As a reference, be sure to check the included product manual. Before positioning your water softener, we need to attach the bypass valve that's included in the box to the back of the softener. Remove any debris from the inlet and outlet ports and then attach the bypass to the back of the softener, like this. This can be installed either pointing up or down. In this case, because our plumbing is coming from the ceiling, we'll install it facing up. Just push it in until it stops and then attach the two holding clips. The bypass valve allows you to turn off the water to the softener for maintenance if needed, but still have water in the rest of the house. Now attach the 1-inch plumbing adapters, like this. Last, you need to place the grommet in the hole on the back of the softener. Once that's in, push the overflow elbow into the grommet. Next, we can position the water softener. Measure, cut, and loosely assemble pipe and fittings from the main water pipe to the inlet and outlet ports of the water softener bypass valve. Be sure the hard water supply pipe goes to the water softener valve inlet side. This is clearly marked on the softener. Measure, cut, and connect the included drain line to the water softener valve drain fitting. Use a hose clamp to hold the hose in place. Next, run the drain hose to the floor drain. Follow the same steps for the salt storage tank overflow hose, but connect it to the salt storage tank overflow elbow instead. First, fully open 2 or more cold water faucets, for example in a nearby bathroom or laundry room sink. Next, push the bypass valve inward until it stops. This is the bypass position. Slowly open the main water supply line and run the water until there's a steady flow with no air bubbles. Pull the bypass valve out, back into service. After about 3 minutes, open a hot water faucet until there's a steady flow there as well. Then close this faucet. Finally, close all cold water faucets and check for leaks at your plumbing connections. Also check for leaks around clips at softener's inlet and outlet. If leaks occur, double check all of your connections to make sure everything is fastened securely. Now that your water softener is installed, it's time to add the salt and water. I like to use a typical utility bucket to add about 3 gallons of clean water into the salt storage tank. Then you can just pour the salt into the storage tank. You'll need nugget, pellet, or coarse solar salts with less than 1% impurities. You can find this at your local home improvement store. Now it's time to sanitize the system so it runs as cleanly and as efficiently as possible. Slide open the salt lid, remove the brine well cover, and pour about 6 tablespoons of household bleach into the softener brine well. Replace the brine well cover. Make sure the bypass valves are in the service position. Start a recharge by pressing the recharge button and hold for 3 seconds until recharge begins to flash in the display. This recharge draws the sanitizing bleach into and through the water softener. Any air remaining in the unit is purged to the drain. After the recharge is completed, fully open a cold water faucet downstream from the softener and let some water pass through the system for about 20 minutes or so. Programming your water softener is a piece of cake, but different softeners have different interfaces and require different steps. Consult your product manual for how to program your particular model. Well, fellow homeowners, I hope you enjoyed this video, learned a thing or two, and are feeling good about having just installed your new water softener.